El Chapo De La Muerte. I called his name, Elohim, 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 in my sleep. As a Beetlejuice, he came in warm embrace. To the dismay of the waking, bemused in laying keep, who lost their loved ones to the Sandman's disgrace. As he lay here comfortably as a June bug in May, the fathers raged with brothers, pitchforks raised, as fresh as the first cut of powdered snow. His dicing remembered of daughters never let below, for they were framed by songs of his white witches, to be knowingly sung to great the creation of brown bitches. To his mistake, he bestowed the white privilege white bright, amongst the community far more into their right, fighting the Catholic right against white devils brown alike, the Chapo's head spinning with missing persons' delight. The wrath of man and vengeance of God has no bound, when the men take Luther, Satan, Archangel Michelangelo onto their crowns. So forever he seeks refuge from retribution on feet, as he has many enemies by airs, by sea, by fleets. For the Sandman has sandmen whose righteous flags fly to redeem all their sisters gone away through the long, long, lonely night. For the men of the angels never brew witches abroad, as they were forewarned of the harm brujerias caused to the devolution of a Spaniard once inspired in the Aztecan world where slave masters transpired, to be replaced with the face of a white blanco, pale and graced, and to be countered by chiefs and brujas satanic hell-bound in blackface. The white man fights with divine right against land right, to instill a new humanity away from dark rites. Still, in undertaking, the cleansing of down below is not through, below the borders, where to those who seek the chapel survive the coup. To seek refuge, where there is more order, structure, goodwill, in the saints, the Diegos, and the Francescos and Angelinos. Run away from the Chapos, the head boxes, the brujas, the porched. Through the white man seems rob, still offers food and shelter against the brother's mob. Beware of your allegiances based on skin, heritage, and godlike air, as it is the delusions of grandeur which catch the witch's snare. For the men outside, showing dominance in anger's delight, do not have real retribution. It is borrowed to assume divine right. For the real men of angels do not play fool, as they have survived, jumped, scorched those who lose at pool, to repay their gambling debt as they bet money, house, and cat to the unknowing kitty cats lying peacefully next to Madre's lap, who cry and weep at El Dia de la Muerte every time the Grim Reaper reaps, when debt seeks payment and his gambling addiction sees through keeper's keep. For gods resound in no player hate the game, while he takes out the player's plunder, wife, children, house, and fame. He leaves the player high and dry, surrounded by nothing, with an all-knowing why. When will men be accountable for their actions, when gambling with the lives they have been tended to in clear direction? To follow God's plan in growing responsibility, to tend to God's sheep in people, wealth, and mobility, to gamble now and to take God's power as your own, as a knot unused in times of hour, becomes undone as the nation falls, crumbling with riots, dissent, appalled at the leader who has taken to abetting the lives of masses. God's wrath knows mercy as much as God's men blesses.